Okay, we got the first half of the flooring, $1,000. So once we get this stuff installed, we will be halfway through with the floor, just judging off of square footage. So let's get this loaded up in the truck and get to the house. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Another week at the house. Last week I got the underlayment down and Mom helped me put up the foam padding on top of that to get ready to put down floors. And I found out some interesting information. 97% of y'all are not subscribed. So if you could, take a second, click that subscribe button, maybe even hit the like button if you like what's going on. And if not, check out another video. Maybe you'll like that one. But like I said, last week we're prepared to put down flooring, and I may have already put some down. Oh, and it's looking so good. Don't worry though, I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. I'm gonna put that footage of me putting down the first set of floor in this week's video. You'll just be able to tell which is which because my hat changes. And shout out to Piro & Co. Not sponsored, but this is a sick hat. Y'all guys did awesome. Local company out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. So give them a check. I'm going to get ready and I'll show you guys some of the stuff I learned about this flooring in particular and how it likes to go down. This stuff installs pretty easy. I'll show you guys. I haven't really installed anything like this before. Usually they'll latch like this and you'll come down and then you'll rotate into this board. But these planks are like a slide lock. So you start here and you just pull them in slowly, because this thing will jump out and stab you in the arm, just FYI. A little bit more. Right. Then you just, if you had a little hammer, just tap it in, and then you'll just seam up. Make sure your seams are good. Kind of show you a better angle. You can kind of see where that seam mates up. Make sure all your seams are in. Just pull her in. And that's her. This is probably my favorite part about laying this vinyl plank flooring down, is you don't really need to measure, because you don't need to take this to a saw and cut it. All you need is a razor knife and you're rocking and rolling. But what I do is I put it in line with the next board. So the board will clip in this way. It'll come in like this and clip down. You can't really see. It'll come in like this and clip down. So instead of doing that, I'll turn it around so the side we're going to be using is facing the wrong way, and put it even with where I want it to fall. Then I'll move it up a little bit, and that shows me where the board is underneath. And I'll take my square and put it right on that line. Once I have that, I'll just hit it with this razor knife here a couple times. Really just one is fine, but I do two. Once you have two, you can just break it on your knee. And then you've got a nice cut piece. So, like we talked about in the beginning, you're just gonna slide it in, nice and easy. Don't get squirrely. I'm telling you, this stuff is dangerous. You gotta respect it. Put some respect on its name. Oh my gosh. She's a fighter. Oh, jeez, and Pete. All right, we got it. We'll just lift it up a little bit. And I'll pull it under. Just like that. And then back to that seam talk. Just tap it. Pull it down. She's done. That's how you cut a piece without having to measure anything. So let's set y'all up and let's finish up this living room and kitchen. Hopefully get to some bedrooms. All right, after about an hour, I got the living room and dining room completely knocked out. It worked out perfect. The flooring actually landed perfectly. Every time I had an obstacle, it landed perfectly. So I didn't have to make any crazy cuts. But we are getting to the complicated part. I put the vapor barrier down in front of the island. So the complicated part is making sure that our flooring matches up from this side going through the island to this side. So when it comes in front of the island, it all matches up. Is it gonna go smooth? I don't know. Is it gonna be hard? Possibly, but we're gonna give it our best shot and make sure we hopefully make the right measurements. So let's get you guys set up and let's start trying to tackle this obstacle. All right, guys, a little update. We got past the island. It's about 1:30 now. So we've been working on the flooring for what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours. And we've got just this in so far. I knew the island would be a little bit of a pain just because of some of the intricate cuts we had to make to keep the pattern flowing across. But we got past that. I didn't think that closet would be as much of a pain, but it was. We had to cut a lot of separate cuts, especially like this little door frame right here. There's a cut out here, then it cuts out here, and there's like a little, it's just a bunch. I'm getting floor delirious. You start doing one task all day, it just messes with the head. P showed up. P's gonna help me out. He's gonna start on the left side of the room, I'm gonna be on the right side. Just meet up in the middle and keep going. So since he's here, I'm gonna start. Hopefully we'll be able to bust out some more floor a little faster. I'll set you guys up and get back at it. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The phone died, but this is the last piece, this little bitty piece. And I learned a new trick with this stuff, so let me show you how to put this last piece in. So with the last piece, you can't really slide them together. So what I've been doing is locking this in and closing the gap up, not all the way, just a little bit, leaving it open just a little bit, and then taking some channel locks and then just rolling the edge, and it closes it right up. Perfect. Man, I always think flooring's gonna go way faster than it does, but never seems to fail that flooring takes forever. And it's the most tedious thing I think I've done so far on the house. And we've done a lot on the house, but yeah. I hate the process. I love the result. Y'all saw the flooring. I'll show you one more time just because I love it so much. But Very happy. All that's left in the living room and kitchen is going to be countertops, trim, and appliances. And then this whole section's done. So that's awesome. And then, and of course we got to put the sink in, but I'll lump that in with appliances. And it looked like tomorrow I'm going to try to tackle this bedroom. It's the smallest of the bedrooms, so it'll give me a good chance to hopefully complete the task tomorrow. Like I said, I only work about half a day on Sundays, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, welcome back everybody. My voice is getting a little bit better, but still not regular. We're back at the house, obviously, and the floor still looks amazing. I was hoping it would, hoping it didn't change overnight, but I did decide I'm gonna work on doing this bedroom next, and then that way we can put everything in here for storage, because this room will be pretty much done apart from molding. Every other room needs a little bit more attention. So let's get this cleaned out, and then we'll cut to us putting down all the floors in here, and hopefully we can get it done. It's not a big room. I mean, this is a lot of flooring. This just feels like not a lot at all. It feels like 10 rows maybe. I don't know. I'm talking it down. It's probably gonna be a nightmare, but we'll see. I'm gonna clean this out, and I'll see you guys here in a minute. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll in this room. What I did here, we're gonna put a transition piece right here, but I still want the floor to match up. So I went ahead and laid these out to see where I need to start the first row. So that'll be where the first full row goes, and I'll just cut a gap piece to fill this before the trim goes in. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna try this the other direction. Instead of female side out, do female side. No, instead of female side this way, do it this way and see what happens. See which way's easier. Yeah, that's embarrassing. This way is a whole lot easier. So I recommend doing it this way. This side out. Male side on the wall. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't do it. Let's get back at it. Alright guys, this bedroom is done. Changing the technique on the floor and helped out tremendously, and it went way smoother than before. What also helped out a lot is I bought a rubber hammer. Get you a rubber hammer if you're putting down floors. It will save you, trust me. But it looks amazing in here. The boards lined up perfectly. That's what I was kind of taking some time to make sure I laid them out right. There will be a transition piece here, but I wanted to make sure it flowed good across the from the living room to the room. All in all, I'm super happy with what was done this weekend. Being able to knock out the kitchen, the living room, and that bedroom, huge success. Next weekend, I'm gonna focus on prepping the outside. I gotta pressure wash and make sure to fill any screw holes or stuff like that with putty, because we're gonna come and paint the entire outside of the house. Not next week, but the following weekend. So once I finish up the outside of the house, I'm gonna go back to flooring. And then when Dad comes the following weekend with the paint sprayer, he's gonna spray the outside. I'm gonna finish the flooring, so we'll be on task to finish on time. If y'all haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button, press the like, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.